Hello YouTube and welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today we have the MP13 Soundwave, and this is probably going to be in a couple of parts. Who knows how many, but definitely a lot to talk about. So we'll start off with the box. Very nice packaging. Back to the big old masterpiece boxes. Let's take a look at the back of the box and little individuals. So you can see he is going to come with the Megatron gun right there. He will have the nice little grid on his chest. That's a actually separate piece, and you will have a cutout, which I'll go over later. He will come with the one Energon cube, which is cool. There is a papercraft download for the pink cube itself to put inside, and he'll come with his nice little sensor, which was actually blue in the show, but now we're just splitting hairs. And he'll have his nice little battery concussion laser that just does a little nice little automorph. Well, kind of an automorph, but transformation itself. And then here we have him in his alt mode, his alternate mode. Not a vehicle mode, his alt mode, which is referred to as his device mode by the Takara company, not so much a cassette player. As you can see, the Encore / original cassettes do work with this set, and he does come with his new masterpiece laser beak, which is cool. Turns into a cassette, obviously, and he sits perched on his shoulder if you want, or his forearm. Both is good. So it's really nice that you can use either cassette on this figure. That's a really nice touch that they added to it. There's the glorified bot himself, looking proud with the laser beak on his shoulder, or actually that's his forearm this time. And there's a nice huge bio that unfortunately is wasted upon my eyes. If anyone can translate it, awesome, because it seems like they incorporated it probably a lot. I assume there's a lot to say in this bio and I can't read it. And I really will quickly just want to go over the booklet. I won't go over the inside contents because it just covers what the back of the box covers, just with some cartoon panels. But I do want to go over that it does say he is the Destron communications officer. Well, communications down here, he handles that. The Decepticons are known as the Destrons in the Takara universe. And also, I just want to point out that his name is Soundwave in both Takara and Hasbro, which you don't see too often. So that's cool. Also, love the picture. As I said, I love the illustrations that they have with the current art style with the G1 figures. Always love those. Here we have a brief history of Soundwave. Starting at the top left, we have the 1985 toy based on the 1984 series. And we have the 1990 version. I'm not entirely sure where he's from. I'm sure other people do. The G2 version comes up next, and then the Machine Wars, or G2 is in 1995. Machine Wars is in 1997, and then in 2006 we have the Cybertron version, and that's a pretty big gap. I mean, 7 years, or not 7, 1997 to 2006. That is 9 years that they went without a without a Soundwave. So that's pretty impressive. And then we have in 2007 we have the music label Soundwave. In 2009, the satellite version of him in the movie when he's a satellite. The 2010 animated version. The 2010 War for Cybertron version. The 2011 movie one where he's a car. And then a 2011 Human Alliance version. Much better than him. And then the 2012 Prime version. And there's been a few others along the way, but this was made much before the Fall of Cybertron figure or the Beast Hunters and all that. So this is basically the most current one. So I thought that was cool. Down here we have the cutout panels for the grid that you saw for his chest. I'm going to scan this. I have a scanner. Very nice scanner. Very nice printer. Going to scan it and print it because why am I going to ruin this very nicely done instruction booklet? Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Very nice. Did a good job, Takara. I commend you for it. And then it is the master. These cards, which are very nicely done as they usually come with. And you can see Soundwave and Condor. Laserbeak is actually known as Condor in the Takara Japanese version. And I definitely love the grid with the Decepticon logo. Once again, that same picture that was on the front of the... let's see if I can see this better. Same picture that was on the instruction booklet. Destron Communications and Destron Interrogator. So that's cool. Or Interrogation. Here we have their bios. Unfortunately, cannot read. Along with their alt modes, which is cool. Cassette mode and device mode. And their stats. See, they got some pretty nice stats. Well, I don't know. I don't know how high. Well, yeah, they're probably if they're out of 10, then yeah, they're definitely gotta be out of 10. I'm assuming the bottom right is intelligence, just because I feel like Soundwave is kind of the brains. Not really sure, but yeah, very nicely done. 6, I'm assuming is probably courage. Not courage, but I don't know, because they don't have a. Oh wait, strength. Yeah, I'm assuming 6 or 5 is strength, because I feel like he's more of like a weapons slash brains guy, not really a brawler. He's no Grimlock, that's for sure. So yeah, they're very nicely done to come with the figure. Now, as far as for what you're actually getting with this figure, you're going to get Soundwave himself, obviously. Here we have Laserbeak in his pink cassette holder, the case. Now, I'm assuming it's in that pinkish color to represent the Energon that goes into the cube. I'm assuming. I mean, it looks like Energon pink, so that's what I'm saying. And you're getting Laserbeak inside. Here we have the Megatron gun. It's actually pretty long, as you can see. If you were to measure it, there's a good amount of inches. I mean, probably as tall as a... Definitely taller than a Scout. Maybe it's like up to the chest of a Deluxe. We'll see. And then here you have the Energon Cube and the grid. You get a nice little array of different items with this figure, so I think that's very nice. You can replicate various episodes, Energon Cubes, the grid he shows, oh, and the sensor. Forgot about the sensor. Well, it's attached to his device mode slash cassette player mode, so we'll get into that later. But yeah, you can definitely do a lot with this figure, so I think that's very cool.